What's up, everybody? Hope y'all having a great day. And in this video, Apex Trader Funding sent out an email last week, I believe Friday. I guess it's news or it's just reinstating the rules. And anyway, I'm gonna get right to it. I'm gonna read what they sent. I don't know if everybody received the email or just affiliates received it, but I'm gonna read y'all what they sent me a few days ago, guys. So let's dive right into it. But if you are new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. It does help the algorithms, and I appreciate it very, very much, guys. I am an affiliate with Apex Trader Funding. I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video. Go ahead and click that link and get you Apex Trader Funding evals, guys. You can trade up to 20 accounts. If you're new, you might not know that, but you can trade 20 accounts, copy trade them, whatever you want to do, guys. My discount code is JD87. Of course, that is scrolling across the top of my video, guys. Anyway, let's get right to it. So Apex Trader Funding, it says important protecting what we've built together, guys. This is a little bit lengthy of a video, but it shouldn't be too long. Hi. Over the past few years, Apex has grown in ways few of us could imagine. Since 2021, alongside you, our affiliate partners, we have built a firm that has genuinely changed lives. That is something we're incredibly proud of, and we do not take lightly the role you've played in getting us here. Apex would not be what it is today without your support, your communities, and the trust you've built with traders. As we continue to scale, we remain focused on one core objective: delivering a trader experience that's clearer, fairer, and built to last. Behind the scenes, we have strengthened monitoring and enforcement where it matters most. Beginning in December of 25, we implemented daily monitoring of key rules and began issuing proactive warning emails to users who were consistently pushing or abusing them. The initiative evolved into new dashboard features that notify users at the end of each trading day whether any rules were breached and how that impacts the payout. Additional features, new products, and a refreshed website are launching soon as part of our continued investment in the overall trader experience. This approach is intentional. Rather than retroactively denying payouts at the time of request, we now proactively notify traders in advance so they always know exactly where they stand. This is a meaningful step towards our broader objective of no denied payout system built on transparency, clarity, and accountability. Okay, let's take a pause for a second, guys. That is really good because if you don't remember, you would trade your 8 days and you would come to the process of where you would access the website and you would request the payout, and then it would take a day or two, and then sometimes you would get denied the payout and you'd be like, oh, well, what did I do, right? So now on a day-to-day basis, you get an email if you already in that trading day. At the end of the day, the email is going to tell you what rule you broke, right? And it's going to tell you that you have to trade 8 more days without breaking the rule to request a payout. So at least you know the day of or the night of the trading day whether or not you broke a rule, instead of waiting all 8 days to trade and then again you go to request it and then you get denied. So that's a great step, right? All right, let's get back to reading. Despite these improvements, a small subset of traders continues to habitually violate core risk rules by churning and burning PA accounts, most notably through repeated 30% negative P&L, the MAE rule, violations and contract scaling violations. In many cases, these users knowingly and repeatedly break rules to artificially construct profit buffers and then continue trading until payout thresholds are reached. What is rarely disclosed publicly are the hundreds and, in some cases, thousands of deliberate violations used to manufacture these buffers. So, the 30% negative P&L MAE violation, that is when you're in a trade, right? Whatever your starting equity is of that trade, you cannot be in drawdown 30% of it, right? So if you only have $1,000 in equity, right? If you have a $25,000 account, and let's say you have $3,000 worth of profit in there, so that means you would have 28,000. So your starting balance of the day is $3,000. You can't be in drawdown 30% of $3,000 on any trade, guys. So it's a fairly easy rule to not break, because you got to set your stop losses where they should be. Don't go in too heavy of a position size, right? You can easily not break that negative 30% MAE rule, right, guys? Okay. If you have any more questions about that rule, shoot it in the comments, and I'll be happy to write you back. Anyway, recently, as you are aware, we halted trading in metal futures instruments for two primary reasons. So the first reason is margin requirements increased significantly. A prop environment must closely mirror real market conditions. In certain cases, the number of contracts permitted within specific account sizes materially exceeded realistic notional exposure relative to live broker standards, guys. So when metals or something, they get high volatility, you need more money in the account to trade. So, I don't see why they would stop the $300,000 accounts trading it, but it's their business, whatever. So secondly, there was substantial abuse during recent volatility. Traders executed strategies that generated extreme MAE violations, right? They were in negative drawdown a lot. So the aggressive scaling behavior and attempts to rapidly construct large profit buffers, right? They want to get in with a large amount of position sizes to make a bunch, but it would go in there, it would go in the negative, and they would blow accounts, or whatever the case may be. The opportunities available within the prop environment during that period, particularly in margin treatment and execution, did not reflect live market realities. In a true brokerage environment, many of those traders would not have been permitted. In short, certain traders exploited structural differences in ways that were inconsistent with both the intent and the spirit of the program. This conduct is a direct violation of the prohibited activities section of the PA user agreement, which explicitly prohibits using company services in an abusive manner or attempting to exploit, game, or undermine the purpose of the program for personal benefit. Under the penalty for violation and contract breaches sections of the agreement, the company may, at its sole discretion, impose corrective actions, included but not limited to. So this means they can do it, but maybe they won't. So let's go through the list. Loss of unpaid rewards. Repayment of previously distributed to rewards. Now, I've noticed a bunch of people say, oh, my account was X amount of dollars short than what it was. That's because they exploited it, and apparently Apex doesn't want you to do that. So then they have removal of simulated account profits, restrictions on reward distributions, deletion of trading days, suspension of trading privileges, account termination. That means they can close that account. Permanent bans from the company services. So that means they could ban you from Apex altogether. Restriction on plans, trade size, or position limits. Limits on evaluation of performance accounts. Imposed balance or safety net requirements. Reporting to regulatory or law enforcement authorities, which I doubt they'll do. Legal action where appropriate. I doubt they'll do that. Who knows, guys? I don't know. It's their business. Like I said, it's their rules. So it is what it is. These measures are not punitive. They are necessary to preserve the integrity of the program and to protect the thousands of traders who operate responsibly within the rules. We cannot allow exploitative behavior to persist, not as a manner of punishment, but as a manner of long-term sustainability. When structural differences are intentionally abused, it harms the broader ecosystem and the partners who help us grow. Our relationship has always been a partnership. As enforcement actions occur, whether through account closure or balance adjustments, there will inevitably be noise across social media, some of what will be disruptive some of it will be inaccurate. What must be clearly understood is that users have received repeated notifications of violations and exploited warnings outlining the consequences of continued breaches. In some cases, users receive 10 plus separate warnings and still choose to continue to violate the rules. These are not isolated incidents. They are not single, random, or accidental breaches, barely crossing the threshold. They are repeated, deliberate actions taken with full awareness of the rules and the consequences. This enforcement is not driven by recent gold or silver volatility. We began proactively addressing these violations via direct email communications since December of 25, well before the metals activity was in question. Despite those warnings, certain individuals chose blatantly disregarded, engaging in repeated, intentional, and in many cases, premeditated abuse of the system. These are not rule changes. This is not a reaction to the silver gold volatility market of the metals or any so-called rug pull. This is the consistent enforcement of our existing user agreement and the standards that have always governed the program. This is where we need your support. Now they're talking directly to me being an affiliate because I need to get this information out there to you guys. Please discuss these updates on your live streams, share them with your communities, help educate traders on why these actions are necessary and how they protect the long-term stability of the ecosystem. If you encounter misleading or incorrect information online, we ask that you help ensure facts, not speculation, and guide the conversation, guys. So I'm not going to read the rest of it, but basically they're saying follow the rules. Don't blatantly keep breaking rules because at the end of the day, they can breach your contract or cancel you from trading on their platform, guys. And I know everybody bashes Apex, but guess what? They're a good firm, guys. If you follow their rules, you do what they tell you to do, you don't abuse the system, you're golden, guys. If you want to make a lot of money trading on Apex, guess what? Get 20 accounts. Get 20 accounts, the $25,000 accounts or the $50,000 accounts, guys. Make $200 to $300 a day copy trading, and guess what? 300 across 20 accounts. What's that? $6,000? Where's my calculator? I'm not good at simple math. Let's see how slow it is for my calculator to come up. Yeah. So if you copy trade 20 accounts and you only shoot for $200 to $300 a day, you keep doing that day to day to day to day. You're gonna have a lot of money, guys. You're gonna get your buffer up. You're going to see improvements in your trading because you're not going to be over trading, and breaking all these rules and having denied payouts. So 20 accounts at 300 a day. That's 6,000 a day. Now minus their 20%, of course. So 6,000 times 20% is $1,200. So $6,000 minus $1,200 is $4,800. So you're bringing home $4,800 a day by just making $300. And $4,800 a day at 20 accounts. Let's say 30 days, 25 days. That's a trading days in a month, right? That's $120,000 a month, guys. There's no need to break rules to make a lot of money. Just get you 20 accounts. And I know it's easier said than done, but just work towards it. And you could be making $120,000 a month, right? Times 12 months. That's $1.4 million. Of course, you got to pay Uncle Sam. And Uncle Sam's going to take, what, 40% at the most? So you're bringing home $600,000 at the end of the year, after taxes and after Apex, right? If you can consistently make $300 a day, you're golden. $300 a day at the end of the day at 20 accounts. That's $6,000 before taxes and Apex is cut, guys. Anyway, I'm not going to make this video any much longer than what it has to be, so I'm going to end it here, guys. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Don't forget to click the link in the description for my Apex affiliate code, guys. Click the link, Sign up, get you 20 accounts, get you 1 account, get you 5 accounts, it doesn't matter. And use code JD87, guys. Anyway, if you watched the whole video, I appreciate it, man. Hope y'all have a great trading week. Have a great weekend because today's Saturday. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. And I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.